Hello, we're live. And welcome to Paranormal Path. Good afternoon, everyone in the US, and evening to everyone in the UK. And I've got Kimberly and Luke with us at the moment. We might have more people joining us. How
Hello.
are you two?
All right.
I'm good. How are
How are
you?
you?
Yeah, all right. Nice and warm, isn't it, in the UK?
Yeah, it's
Just
muggy
a bit,
today.
yeah. Thought it was meant to be cooler today, but it's not, is it?
No, not yet. What a place to investigate. So on Saturday, we went and investigated a place which was well known for steel in Sheffield. And it's basically like investigating in a large tin can, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was.
I
I was hoping, because when we went in Easter in the day, it was quite a warm day that day, wasn't it? And it was cold inside. So I thought, I couldn't make my mind up. But then, yeah, on the night, it was just like, oh, God, sweating in places and I didn't know existed, to be honest.
I had a feeling it was really hot, but not that hot. Because it's that fiberglass sheeting tin stuff in it. That's what it's covered in.
Yeah.
So I thought it's going to either be really hot or really cold because it's dark, and shadowy. But like I say, it was just red hot.
Hi, Marianne Clark. It's an awesome location, though.
Yeah.
Hi, Von. I think we've got Von joining us hopefully in a minute. And Nigel. Hi, Nigel. Thanks for sharing. Hope you're all right. Yeah, you're from the North Pole. And I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I really do. But yeah, it was great of you to actually choose that as a place to investigate, because not many people have actually investigated it, really, have they?
No. Well, when
I've heard of a couple who have.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. When we did the walk round, we went in the day with the kid that we had, and it was a great day for the kid because there's so much to do there. Like there's so many big play areas and all the little sciencey bits. It was like we thought we'd only be there about an hour. We was actually there all day.
Yeah.
But as we was walking around, we was like, wow, this would be really like a really good location to like investigate. And at that point, we thought, oh, could we be the first here to do it? But then we had a look on our phone, didn't we, when we was there, and was like, nah, there's a few that have done it before.
yeah.
But it's not been done that often, and you would think a place like that would be, because it is absolutely massive, and the history to it, like, I mean, I was doing a bit of reading up today, and it's about over 2,000 years of like history to it.
Yeah.
Like there's loads of layers.
Yeah, and we really got some layers, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Some walking as well.
I really don't know what happened really on the investigation, but it's actually on an old fort, and were there about 3 forts there or something?
Yeah, there was a Roman fort which they fought. The locals fought that thought that it was a temple, a Roman temple. That's where because it was called something like the Temple Borough Works.
Yeah, Temple Borough, yeah.
And that's where they got that from, because they thought it was actually a Roman temple, but it weren't. It was just a fort. But then originally that was on there was the monks. There was monks there that were like an old watermill. They were working on the watermill.
Wow.
And so today, like from World War II to like, I mean, even 1980s with the strikes that happened.
Yeah, that's right.
The last it was open was like 1993. That's when it closed. So there's just so many like, you could like World War One. It was used to make ammunition.
Well, of course it was, yeah.
And then in World War II, they employed women to help out. Yeah. And then obviously places like that were like a massive hit with obviously bombers and stuff like the Germans. So
definitely,
they had to work during blackout, which must have been absolutely so hard to do. Obviously, when you're making steel, all the lights and but they obviously must have managed to do it because.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, you think, wow, you don't realise, do you, when you're walking around and.
No.
I think a place like that, people just assume it was a steelworks. They don't actually delve into the history of things like that.
Further back, what was the land used for?
That's it. But yeah, it's got such a fabulous history about it. And ever since I was a child, I always went up the M1, which went through the ironworks, and you saw them all in action as a child. all the flames coming out the top, and that was a building what did the same thing, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
I think I read a quote on actually as I was walking around. I think Jen actually took a picture of it, and it said something like the children wouldn't count sheep to go to sleep; they'd count the hammering on the thing. What's that? Luke, where's holy water as perfume?
Luke, where's holy water as perfume? Oh.
oh dear, sorry about that.
I wish you were wearing perfume now. He stinks.
Yeah, I've not been home long from work, so I'm stinking. That's why I'm looking a bit of a tramp.
Yeah, so it's got all this history to the building, and not many people have investigated it. You think, yeah, we're going to go in, we're going to have a brilliant night, and we did get quite a lot of things happening.
Yeah, at the beginning of the night, for me, I felt that was the best time, and that was in the main bit, wasn't it? Where the scenery was. When we was using the phone apps and was using your what was that called, Jackie? The lights that you had.
It's trip lights.
Trip lights.
Yeah, trip light. So basically, it's cat ball. It's the centre light.
Yeah, and then the classic cat balls. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it's a battery pack. There's 10 tubes, and then they flash. There's no, we can't really explain why it flashes.
No.
Just like a cat ball, you can stamp near it, and it will go off, obviously, because it's movement.
Yeah.
So has it got vibration? Or
it can get it's a vibration, just like a cat ball.
Yeah.
So nothing whatsoever impacted by EMF. There are ones which do EMF, which are interesting. Which I did want that one. Which Andy Bailey makes, which
EMF might be better, wouldn't there? Because obviously vibration and all these other devices that do vibration stuff, anything could set it off from the slightest of movement from what we was doing.
Yeah, but when
that gantry.
but if it does it on demand.
Yeah.
And I've had it on demand. I've used it quite a lot now, and I do like the piece of kit. I was using it. Where was I? Shepton Mallet. Yes, I was using it on Shepton Mallet and put the REM pod down. The REM pod was going off, so then I put those tubes down, and that specific tube was going off after we moved the REM pod. So REM pod was getting on everyone's nerves, so we just shoved it somewhere else in the building to see if it was faulty.
Yeah.
You need to check if it's faulty, if it's always going off. So I put it in another corner and it didn't make a noise, but the tube was actually flashing in that bit. So then I moved the tubes to make a different one sit there, and that one was flashing. So I have tested them, and they're interesting what you actually get. So I like it.
They were working that night, weren't they? And it weren't like continuous either, was it? It was just, like you say, on command, really. It was like answering you. It seemed to like your voice.
Yeah.
It was talking. Anyone else asked, it was like, no. But it was when you would ask.
I do know my dad likes cat balls, and do know my dad likes using that as well. But it wasn't my dad, because I usually go, is it my dad? And when I say, is it my, automatically it flashes before I get the word dad out. Because it's really, you ask it to stop and it will stop.
Yeah.
Whereas that wasn't acting like that. So I know it wasn't, to do with me this time. Or my dad. But yeah, it was interesting what happened. And, whether there were children about.
Maybe on the land before, or maybe working in mills, because obviously, I mean, there was a mill there, obviously in the 1800s, and they did use children in those days, so could have been, maybe.
Yeah, because Van actually picked up a gentleman hanging back behind us, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Well, but did she say Harold, his name was?
Yeah, she got the name Harold. And there were a lot of posters with names up as well, but none of them were Harold, were there? We just had a Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is a good place. And we then did a live feed with apps. Now,
It's, yeah.
I've used apps quite a lot and I've had some great results.
Hmm.
Sometimes I do struggle with it. We've got
Yeah.
Charles watching, so hi Charles, and we've got Von about to join us, so we can let Von join us and then we can have a nice chat about apps, can't we?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Hey Yvonne, how you doing?
Hi, Von.
Hello. 1 minute.
Hello.
I've got it going 3 times here. Just bear with me. Hello. Right,
So I
talk
think
now.
it's Facebook going off, is it? You got your Facebook on?
Yeah, I've sorted it.
Yeah.
Right, you'll have to excuse me. I've got out of the shower and I've left half my dinner.
Oh, bless you.
You should have brought it with you.
No, I was enjoying it so much.
Oh, bless you. Yeah,
So I look
so
like a shaggy dog. Be right.
So,
Take it as it is.
just to catch up where we are, then we've got a lot of people joining us. Thanks everyone who's joining us. Charles, Wendy, Bev, Kelly Weir, Andy Tom, Glenn Shields, everyone, Lynn Peters, Henry Lee, Lois, Bev, Karen Daybell Ricks, who was on last week. Thank you so much, and Nigel Porter. I hope everyone's all well and you're doing okay. So we investigated at Magna, which is a science park now, but it used to be an old steel place in Sheffield, and it was a really interesting night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and it was a chance for us to meet different people as well.
Yeah, we had a
It
lot of
was.
other investigators come along, like yourselves.
It's like,
Yeah.
no, what we'd like to do is like obviously not do events all the time. So like Magna was just a team share night,
Yeah,
hire a location, and get in touch with people like yourselves and see if they wanted to join us. We got a few people that wanted to join us. We got about 20 of us, I think, that came.
yeah, and it worked really well, didn't it?
Yeah. I think people underestimated how big it was. So I don't think we should have a walk around because it could take an hour or two, and we'll be knackered after it. And no, everyone wanted to do a walk around, and that was it. You was all moaning.
I'm knackered.
I want to go home.
Yeah.
I did say a short walk around.
Yeah, but it was big. It is a massive place.
It wasn't a short walk around, was it? It was a full one. But it is a great location, and most of the time you're actually walking like on a floor suspended above this, the smelting pots and the original workings from the steelworks, which was
So everything's still there, isn't it? It's just the big gantry, and they've put these different rooms above your head and different locations. It's just you can go to the basement. Did you go there?
I don't know where we went.
Yeah.
I went in a
We
lift.
went everywhere, didn't we?
Where the air is,
I don't know.
where the diggers are.
Oh, I
Oh
saw
no, we
them.
didn't go down to the
didn't go
diggers.
down
We
there.
went down to where we all finished up at the end.
Yeah,
We got out of the lift and wondered where we
gone-
were.
if you go down to F, that's where all the diggers and stuff are. You can all the sand pits and rocks and stuff. You can actually go inside and then look up to the gantry.
Yeah. I've
Oh,
seen
wow.
it through the day because I've taken the grandkids quite a few times over
Yeah.
the years and my own kids. But yeah, it was great night. Massive place.
If you go down there, it's like dug out into the rock kind of thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Cool.
cool. I missed that bit. But if anyone is like in like Midlands area, you do want to take your kids somewhere, and it's a chance for them to play with like water, sand, and air. Yeah, I think.
And the massive playground and water bit they put outside as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can spend all day there. You can get a yearly pass as well.
Mm.
You pay one
Oh,
ticket, you can go in as
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. So I deal with like summer holidays at the moment. So yeah, it's just something different to do, isn't it? But it wasn't really. I think like just to get in there at night, just to be able to sort of stand around, feel the building, the energy of the building, and just imagine what it was like to work there all those years ago.
God.
The heat.
That didn't it? Yeah.
the
Yeah.
long
I
hours.
say like the Saturday night, how hot we was that night.
Oh, it was shocking, wasn't it?
We were moaning. Can you imagine what it would have been like with all them pots on? And
Oh, that was
steel.
smelted
Stood it.
metal. Yeah.
Well, still
Kimberly-
there,
Because Kimberly said, imagine if someone fell over the barrier. And then I got an image of this guy falling in a smelting pot, and it's like, oh
Was that
God,
my fault?
yeah, that's your fault. That's horrible. You know, imagination, it just goes for it, doesn't it? Like, oh God, just
the health and safety weren't that great either back then.
Back then, all them gantries wouldn't have been there, would they?
No, and
just the cranes operators.
Just be walking near to it, wouldn't? Oh my gosh.
And they just would have got on with it, not like us. Like we'd probably be moaning, but they just.
Yeah. And I think that's the reason we didn't get a lot of activity. We did get a lot of bangs and taps, and a lot of it we kind of think, well, was it something? Or, you know, like obviously with the metal change cooling down as it got.
I've had a thought about that one.
Oh, okay.
Luke's
so we were calling out
my question.
Okay. So we were basically calling out on the gantry, suspended over a lot of the works from, you know, when it was the steel industry, and we're getting noises everywhere. And we said, "Oh, can you let us know you're here and you'd heard something?" But it was just, I don't know.
What that first noise that we heard, it literally sounded like someone switched something on, like it were. It were really loud.
Ice machine.
No, that wasn't the ice machine. Not that first one. It was different.
Yeah.
It sounded.
Oh, my thing's going wacky.
So, what did you think then, Vaughn?
About the noises?
Yeah.
Well, there was that many. I think a lot was the building cooling down.
Yeah.
Definitely.
From the heat because of the material it's made of, obviously. Plus, you could, as far as aware as we were, as far away as we were to the other part of the teams, you could still hear them, I think, on the gantries and on the walkways.
Yeah.
And I think when someone was talking, it sometimes echoed a bit as well.
Yeah.
Because when you and Luke was doing the app bit, there was some people down at the far end, but I could actually sort of make out what they were saying. Okay. But it was only because I was focusing on you. And they weren't talking loud. And I just thought, well, that's
echo, yeah.
Echo. And on one of the videos, there's someone on the phone. And I'm up near the lift where I'd walked up with the security guard. And their telephone conversation came through on the video.
Oh.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's
I picked that up today. Luckily, all they were saying was, okay, bye, I'll ring you back later. But
so where was you?
I was up near the lift.
Right.
You know.
Well, there was the other end and you could still hear them?
Very slightly. But you could hear someone talking down there. It was clear that it was someone talking.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I think it's what the building's made out of. It must be for it to travel that far.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the noise from there then when it's a smelting work?
Oh, it must be horrendous.
Jesus. With no headphones or anything. That'd be shocking.
Well, even if you see the big bell, it's loud.
That picture Jen took. And it was another quote or something, and it was on about the noise of it, and because it didn't stop. It was pounding all day.
Yeah. I don't know how people could. They had to work there, obviously.
Yeah.
That's about, the only place they could work, or down the pits in Sheffield. But it was, oh my gosh, I just can't imagine working in a furnace, really. It's like a furnace, isn't it?
Well, there was 14, weren't there?
14 continue.
And like Kimberly said, there'd have been no, you have ear protectors and things nowadays. I can't imagine that they would have had anything like that.
Or even clothing as well, they'd just be wearing cotton clothing, wouldn't they? Or,
I found that picture on here. It says, this is written on the wall in where it was based. So can you imagine the noise 24 hours a day Because you know when we had the furnaces going, you get thump, thump, thump of the forging hammers all day, all night.
Oh no!
So that would have been some noise coming out of there, wouldn't it?
They get ringing in the ears when they go home, don't they?
Yeah.
With that overtime, that's going to affect them in a lot of ways. And...
No wonder they wanted the drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder they went to the pub first.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so we did try a few things together, didn't we? And we got onto the apps then. So I've used apps. Sometimes they work for me, sometimes they don't. I did go to Scotland with Lois Haddo and Paranormal Footprints and Ratter Castle, and I got Scottish voices coming through, and it's the Team Spirit Paranormal app. Leslie Hudson's one, designed by Brian and Sam.
Yeah.
And that, to get Scottish voices through, that was a bit,
that is cool.
Yeah, it was
Proper
brilliant.
Through that shouldn't happen.
No, not at all. No. But then when we started up, it went out on the live, and what happened?
Well, firstly, Wayne, who's, I don't know, he's my relation. He comes along sometimes. I don't know how we're related, but we are. I don't know. I don't think we are, but it's just weird. Anyways, he walked past because he thought he saw a shadow along the way. So he went to see if he could debunk it. And as he walked past, I said, who's just walked past? And it said a man. And then I said, oh, what's his name? And it replied, Wayne.
Yeah.
And it was just dead on. It was like spot on.
So I think that's gone out on my live, didn't it? And
and
maybe on God's live as well.
Yeah.
When he came back, I told him, and he was like, "No, it didn't." And I was like, "No, it really did. So I need to show it him because you don't believe me." But that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was clear Wayne, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The thing is, about you got the people that believe and the people that don't. It's like any piece of equipment you use, anything you do in the paranormal, you've got your pros and your cons about using these equipments.
Well, exactly.
With that, I was more non-believer. I didn't believe him, so I thought, like, was these phones like recording your voice and then spouting it back to you?
Yeah.
Or was it going through your dictionary in your phone and how cookies work? Was they using cookies to look what you've been searching for and give it back to you that way? But not until I spoke to Brian and Sam, and then he told us how he does them, and I believe I probably believe him a little bit more.
Yeah. But you still got to question it. Like, you
question any evidence.
Everything that you use, you've got to question it. Like, if you fully like we was on a show about a year or two ago about talking about paranormal experts, and most people agreed that there was no such thing as a paranormal expert. And that's the point. Like, you've just got to. Nobody knows. That's the whole point of the paranormal. No one knows what it's about. That's why we investigate to find out. To find answers.
We try and get our best theories, don't we? We come up with theories like the cat ball. Can you light it? And it lights. Can you just turn it off? Then what's causing that?
Yeah. Why is it doing that?
It's probability, isn't it?
Yeah.
The probability of it working on command. And you look at the probability of things working. Like a K2, you ask it to go to red, it goes to red. Or can it go to a colour for a yes answer? After you've checked, obviously, to make sure there's no electrics around, that your mobiles aren't right near it off, or anything.
People with a handheld walkie-talkie radio pressing the button. Oh, the REM pod's going on. Turn your radio off then.
Yeah, that's shocking. But you just got to check everything, haven't you?
Everything. But for those as well that are skeptical of using apps, I would recommend using Brian's. And then if you've got any questions, just message Brian, because he's happy enough to explain. He was happy enough to explain it to us. And Luke were literally sat there going, "Nah, I'm not into this, mate. You're lying. No, I'm not into it." But he sat there dead patient, telling us everything. I mean, for those as well that think that it picks up on your voice or whatever's on your phone, Brian said the best thing to do is only install apps that don't ask permission. Some apps ask
okay.
permission, that some kind of, what is it, to download or what have you, and then that's how they can get into your phone and look at your information. So if you're using an app that's done that, delete it, because that's not right.
Because why do they need permission? Why do they need permission to access your photos?
Yeah. No.
Why do they need permission to access your contacts?
Location as well. You know.
Yeah.
Location near a church. And
none of his app needs that. So
we did a podcast with him about all of it, and it's on our YouTube channel. You can find it on there if you want to check it out.
Yeah, so you can check out Breaking Paranormal on the YouTube. Also, Paranormal Path. I've spoken to Brian and Sam as well. So we'll share them on Paranormal Path onto the group so that you can see the podcasts if you sort of want to check out how they actually work. Now, each app developer does it differently. So I only have spoken to Brian Holloway and Sam Humble as to how it operates with them. Like, there's also there's word banks, aren't there? There's the Alice box. Now, I like the Alice box. I've had it come out with relevant words.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're sitting in a room and a relevant word comes out, then yeah, it's happened once. But if they come out in answer and it's all relevant, then what's going on?
But like I say, the Alice box as well, people use that, then this phone apps. Yeah, it's just the same thing. It's just on a computer or a tablet.
Yeah.
And you can
but with Alice box, you've only got like so many words in it. Whereas on an app, you don't actually have, well, with Brian's, you don't actually have words in it. But if words come out of it, then that's, I don't know how they do it.
It's just, like I say, sound bank, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
like
it.
They put it in, and it just should come out with random, like that. But then if it's coming out with an actual word, how is that happening? When all he's putting in is bloop, 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 bloop. And all of a sudden you've got someone going, hello, and then answering you. What is that?
Yeah. I was actually with Brian J. Cano a couple of weekends ago. Wow, what a cool guy. So it was an awesome weekend. So I did the National Justice Museum up next to Derby Jail with him and Ashwell Prison.
Yeah.
So we're in the Ashwell Prison and he decided to do a session on apps. And he basically uses Necrophonic, and I think he uses another one. And he always asks for a password. So he'll go out straight away and said, all right then, spirit, whatever you call it, whatever's around you, that's also open to interpretation, isn't it, as well? Because what do you call them? People? It's, how do you address? I don't know. So he got a password, said it, if you want to communicate with us through this app, then use this password. Straight away it came out.
Wow.
It was like straight jump in, but then a lot of it came out wasn't relevant. It was interesting.
Yeah.
So when we was testing them as well, we was writing them down, weren't we?
Yeah.
And I was asking Spirit to read the word and give it that way, just so he wasn't actually physically saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Nothing came out right.
No, but it doesn't always. It's not always going to work. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't.
That's why we experiment with them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another thing about Brian and Sam as well, they'll make an app for your team for free of charge.
Yeah.
If you wanna give it back to the paranormal community, they'll do it for free. If the app's going to be free.
Yeah.
But if you want to sell it, then I think he asks for a payment. But
oh yeah, that's right. But there's just a lot of things out there what you can try, and you've got to just try and debunk it. You've got to work out how it's working in the background, because some are definitely just for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
we know that.
Yeah. There's definitely dodgy ones out there, but like with everything, like there's dodgy mediums, like dodgy people doing events and then not turning up to it. Like it's just how it is, and then it's up to you to work it out. Who to trust? If you need help, ask someone, and they will. direct you to the right thing. You know, that's how we help each other, not by
dissing them
and putting them down.
It's like I see on someone moaning about some apps and stuff and whatever, and some woman was commenting saying, "Oh, well, that's how I got clarification off my husband or something."
My dead husband.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I was like, for her, that's their piece, isn't it?
That's
That's right.
Yeah. To go to her that no apps are bullshit. Don't use them. Who's anyone to tell anyone else what to use and what not to use?
That's right.
You got to use what works for you.
Well, that's right, and I think different things do work with different people.
Yeah.
You know, like some people always get EVPs. I've met some people who get great Ouija board sessions, and you know, and it's what suits you. And if you can try and get, you can't exactly get evidence. It's hard to get evidence of any sort, but you can only prove things to yourself, can't you?
It's what you want. It's what you believe in yourself, isn't it? It's what makes you go, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not what anybody else thinks, because you're in it for you. You're not in it for anyone else.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Justin, we don't know how spirits use things. It's all unknown. We're still learning. We are.
That's right.
And
Exactly.
all we can go. I know you go out a lot, Justin, and it's brilliant what you do. You know, when we just go out and we just see what we can do. The apps say they have GPS and can also read messages, etc., on your phone. Some of them, yeah.
That's why you've got to be careful if the apps asking permission to use them.
Yeah,
because they don't need
use
to.
those ones.
Yeah, that's right.
If you were to use an app and it's asking you permission with your GPS and all that, to say no.
No.
Or just disable it all, then use it.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't want something coming church graveyard when it knows damn well the location's church.
Yeah.
You know, it's just pointless, you know.
You turn your location off and your internet, but it should still work, shouldn't it?
Yeah, well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Terry Davison's made a good point.
I'm just on Andy Tom. Who were you mentioning? Terry.
It's just about the subject.
Right, yeah.
Talking about Terry Davison.
I've just hit the one above from Andy, so I'm just about to go through Andy's. Okay. Yeah, I do get to the comments, but let's I go up and down. So in a group, I used an EVP at a church not far from me that was giving relevant answers to many questions we asked. We went out halfway through the investigation for a break, and when we returned, 3 of us heard they're back. The app recorded and listed the words.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And Terry, sometimes you can have a discussion on something with your phone on the table, then you start getting ads from Google on the subject. Yeah,
and that weirds me out. That does.
Yeah.
That's what cookies do.
Yeah.
So if you Google something and you accept cookies, that's when it starts firing stuff on Facebook.
Yeah, but it's listening to you as well, though. That's
what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not just that; it's listening.
Like some of your apps that are asking for permission to use your microphone or your contacts and stuff, then it's obviously getting stuff off that way.
Yeah.
Right. Didn't know that.
So you just got to be careful. Mandy Bell only trusts Brian's, and yeah,
I think that's how I am at the minute.
It is just I have got a different one as well. Oh, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, I've generally got Brian's. And just use tablets that have no Wi-Fi or connection when outside.
So should we try one now?
If you want, go for it. Now the weird thing was you did 2 apps. One was Axiom and one was another one.
Yeah.
And
what's the other one?
Team Spirit wants it that you use.
Yeah.
And somehow they were just running through one bank.
Yeah, it was going on for ages, wasn't it? It was really. It was like it was having a conversation.
Yeah.
Ongoing.
Yeah, it seemed to be like a woman talking on her voice, and Sam Humble was actually listening, and she said it just firing through one of the banks, which doesn't happen. And I tried it, and then it went and switched itself off without. I said, I'm just going to turn it off, and it turned itself off. So No idea.
No, that was.
Yeah.
I've not known that to happen
Yeah.
before. Have you?
Can I just ask that question? Because I think that
Yeah.
that'll fall into this as well. And while there's some of these very intelligent chaps on, or ladies, they might be able to answer it.
Oh God, no.
You know,
That
with
was
the app, no, if you probably can, I can't answer it. It's just something I've been thinking about, why that happened with the app and why we didn't get much interaction either. And I was thinking, like, with the 4 elements that are in there, you know, the earth, water, wind, etc.
yeah.
Then on top of that, they were all controlled by electric now. So there's a lot of electric in that building. The building's steel, made of steel.
Yeah.
All the equipment in there is steel. Could it be some sort of interference from that? I don't know. But I just thought we're surrounded by it.
Mm.
That's why I didn't trust any using an EMF stuff.
No, you did say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Surely for the EMF, that's going to interfere with it.
Yeah, that's right. You've got.
That's why I said
everything, haven't you?
K2s and stuff. It could with that much electricity in there. So when we went down to Earth, there's like a big electricity room which is open with all the electrics in, and I went in there to do a lone vigil kind of thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
On your own?
Did you?
When you was outside.
Oh.
But yeah, it was that in that room alone. It was just full of obviously the mains
Full of
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously with the other elements with water, we didn't get much in there.
No, we didn't get much from the
No.
water.
So I think the water bit's more water powered stuff.
Yeah.
Rather than electric.
Shouldn't water usually helps to with paranormal though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
But it's
But
like
also, it'll be in the ground itself, won't it? If it's been, you know,
If it
mined
was a
and
mill
wet there
before,
for
yeah.
years.
Yeah. It's like when you've got the EMF stuff as well. So like with the haunted dolls and the painted in this certain paint, which gives
Lead.
off if it's lead, which gives it's got this element in it which gives off EMF.
All the old dolls
Yeah,
are
yeah.
mainly painted with lead, weren't they?
Oh
Could
gosh.
that have made that just come work off one bank then?
Possibly.
You know, that interference.
Best to ask Brian that, because Brian would probably know.
Yeah. I say Sam was listening. She didn't know.
She was unsure, wasn't she? Because I've never known that to do that before.
No, I don't, because I've used them a lot, and no.
So I'm not quite sure.
What's anybody else?
So we've got it all should be a thing, and it should be drawing it up and forming a cage.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be like the Faraday cage. Well, that's steel in there.
With the REM pod.
It could just be blocking everything. Like I don't know, foam signals and stuff.
Um,
I'm not
Mandy
that.
Bouncing back.
Mandy
No,
wants to
that's
know-
just what I thought. I didn't know the answer to it, but
yeah, I don't know. Mandy wants to know the story of activity at Magna because it's the first time she's heard it's been investigated. But actually, I think Haunted were there, weren't they? Haunted magazine.
Well, yeah, I think they did a live.
Haunted
there,
live,
didn't
yeah, they did a live there.
And also a Rotherham team.
Oh yeah,
Rotherham team.
Yeah,
that's a Britain.
Yes, Britain, yeah. I
Okay.
think they went in there as well, didn't they?
So
Yeah.
when we went with the kid, we thought, yeah, it's got a weird feeling.
It had
to
a
it.
vibe. It had that spooky
Yeah.
vibe to it.
So we asked the staff, and then if they did them, and what stories they've heard. I think someone asked one of the guys on Saturday as well about the stories. I don't know what they said because I wasn't there.
Well,
But
The one I asked is
yeah.
the one I asked didn't have a clue. He like,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was
know.
quite skeptical, and he was like, "No, not seeing anything."
no. But I think the main ones that don't do it.
I am.
The main reason
They-
probably investigate it is because of the price.
It's a
Probably.
bonus.
Yeah, it is.
It's expensive to hire, so
Yeah, but I'm glad we did it. Just to be quite honest, like also, right, if these were Sheffield, South Yorkshire, they'd go to work, they'd graft hard, But I don't think they'd want to tell the stories to strangers or people at home, would they? You know, why would you want to talk about your working day? Because to me, that place is a hellhole.
Why would you want to stay there?
It wouldn't have been.
Well, you have to for your money, don't you?
No, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, it's just like the still steel works.
Miners.
You probably got to speak to someone that actually works in a steel works now.
Yeah.
And see what it's
Yeah,
like.
but it'd be a lot better now because of health and safety, and you've got better clothing and safety equipment, and you know it's still going to be roasting hot.
It's that big in there that they've got either the UK's or the world's largest indoor bungee jump.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
Well,
Which you can do over concrete.
Yeah, over concrete, bow, like splat.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I just thought,
and
even though we didn't
like
get
the
much
Friday
interaction, I still think we had a great night.
oh, it was a
great
brilliant
place
night, yeah.
to go around and
Oh, sending hugs to Bev. Got COVID, but
oh, bless you, Bev.
just try and rest as much as you can. Take loads of fluids, and oh no, I hope you feel better soon. It is horrible. If I was in bed with the day, and I just managed to sit, and you tried to walk around, and your legs were wobbling and aching, wobbling. It's horrible.
Weird of us, wasn't it? Because we was really, really ill, so we tested, was negative. Then when we was better, it was positive.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, don't get that. Yeah. But I really hope you feel better soon. Hi Joanne, hope you're well. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Hi, Joanne.
But yeah, so we've just been discussing a few investigation techniques and things like that. So let's ask Von then, what is your favourite method of investigating? What's your favourite tool?
Now, I would say myself.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because you did pick up on a gentleman.
And I brought whatever it was, I still brought it home. I went and searched the house last night, and you know what I'm like for protection.
I was going to say, I keep hearing whispering from someone. Is that you?
There is something going on.
You got some whispering behind you, Von?
No. Oh, shut up, Greg. You swine.
No, I can. I can hear whispering.
I can hear some whispering.
I am finding on the last two podcasts, random things have come out during the podcast. It's like something is talking through what's going on. Von picked up something, didn't you, from the last one I did?
Yeah, oh, those words, yeah.
Yeah, so, and Gary Fields, the interview with Gary Fields, something came out then. 1 minute 19 and 45 seconds. No, I think one came out last week as well. So I don't know, there's a lot of it was a man's voice, wasn't it, you picked up on last week?
Yeah. It could be anything with you, Jacqueline.
I heard a man's voice then.
That was Luke.
No, I was going to say, Luke did say something.
I think we should try an app, get some words out.
Yeah, let's have a go at an app then. Let's see what we can get then.
Oh, God.
What about?
I think if you got a pen and paper.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
You come prepared.
Shall I draw a shape on it?
Yeah.
Or a word? Don't
word.
say it if he's got the app.
Yeah, and we'll let you decide.
Right.
You pick the word.
We'll use this one, Axiom.
Axiom, all right.
Yeah. Brian's.
Well, you can display the word, can't you?
Yeah, don't show us yet, though.
Right, I won't show you the word yet.
Can you hear it?
Can you put it right up to your speaker?
Right, if there's spirits with us on this live or with Yvonne in her house, she has drawn or opened something on that piece of paper. Would you be able to use this device in my hand to tell us that word or drawing?
Right. Yvonne. Picture. Hi.
I heard Bond then.
That one. A word.
The word.
Can you tell us what the word is, please? Shame. So,
Hello.
miserable.
She knows it. I know it. Tell me what the word is, please.
Yes, and before. Hello.
Ghost on.
Circle.
It's not circle.
Thought he had crucifix, but no, there it was.
Else you need.
I want the word, spirit.
Can you say what's written on the paper, please? Gone.
Yeah, what's it say on one piece of paper?
Next up. Camera.
Yeah, it's 7 then. It's not that. It did Joanne twice.
Gone.
Come on, give me this word, please.
Idiot.
I'm not sure whether it did mention it then.
Shame.
It's
It's there.
What it says on the Bond's piece of paper.
It's American.
Okay, Kevin, Vaughn, and 7.
I did, yeah.
What did you pick up?
Do you want me to show it?
What
Right, I'm going to show you it, Spirit, then tell us what it is.
Oh, moon. No.
Oh, okay.
If it doesn't repeat it, if it's someone else have a try and see if we can. It was saying a lot though.
Yeah, it came out of your name about 5-6 times.
So I heard your name.
Yeah. I've
But
heard
they
an app
said it
say
did
my
last
name
night.
before. Yeah.
People were saying it was Saint Yvonne last night, that it was Saint Yvonne.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Saturday night.
Saturday night. Hey, I was
Time
recovering
flies.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's a late one, weren't it?
Yeah.
But a good one, yeah.
So, to the viewers, the word was moon.
No.
It was moon, but it says Von a lot. Now, you know, for it to know what was written, then it would have to visit Von, wouldn't it? Or read Von's mind. So we don't know how. We could ask out loud for it to say a word.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Power suggestion.
power suggestions, sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got that though, haven't you? Yeah.
Did hit with that. Well, I don't mind. I'll give it a go.
Whatever.
So pick a
I'll
word
try
which
anything.
is pick a word then which is
You got any other apps on here?
can't be misconstrued to be something else.
Think of a word, Luke.
Kept saying, let someone in the chat
Yeah.
pick something.
Yeah, okay. Would you like to pick a word then? The first word we get through is the one we'll try and ask to come through on the app. Are we using? I think we're using the axiom.
Axiom.
Axiom,
Oh.
that first one.
We're on 666 D666.
They're all
Once again.
Brian Holloway's, Joanne.
Okay, then pick a name from your viewers. So there we go. Then we've got Terry.
Terry.
Okay, so let's go for Terry.
Right.
Is it on? Oh, we're on. Let's get her in the mood.
Who's saying Terry?
Yeah.
So that's a big one.
Spirits, is anybody around us? Anybody, Kathleen, Vaughn, or anybody watching? This app we're using, it allows us to hear some words that you can say. Could you please tell us Terry Davison's name, please?
Can you say Terry?
Sorry, I was laughing at Justin.
Yeah.
Yes, give us the name we asked for.
Soon. Can you say the name Terry Davison, please? His name, yes. Can you say Terry Davidson's name? Please try hard.
Yes, give us that one. Give it this one. You're welcome. Give us that one then, please.
Go on, please. Can you say Terry? What?
What?
Behind the door.
Yeah.
John heard my name is Martin. Luke.
I thought I had Egypt. I had. Oh. Andy Tom. I had his name, then I had Terry.
Wow. Sure.
Could you repeat that name again then, please? Make it very clear for us. Oh.
Someone's singing in the background.
That's.
What's that noise?
Oh, Fred, are you humming? That was my husband. Sorry about that. I've got these on, so I couldn't hear him. And when I moved it, I could hear him. Sorry, I'll kill him after the show.
Hi, Phil.
Told you, didn't I? What did I say? Hi, Phil.
I felt.
You all right?
I really thought we'd got something coming through then.
Well, it's not human.
Debunked.
Debunked. We're trying to work out if he was human, living or dead. Which do you reckon? I won't repeat that reply on live.
Well, it's an interesting experiment, and we tried, didn't we? We did get some things, sounds through, didn't we? But
neither of them went over to one bank.
No, that's the point.
And we used both of those, didn't we, on that night?
Yeah. And on the night,
So
it went down to one bank, and we don't know why. So if it was down to electrical interference, we don't know. But it's certainly not how it usually behaves.
Yeah.
No. Well, Sam even said they'd never known it do that before.
Yeah.
Must be something to do with, like, say, the steel and that then.
Could be.
I don't know.
Just be spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we really don't know how it works, how spirit interact with things. Yeah, we never know where these shows are going to go. So yeah, it's it went down that route, which interesting. Sort of sounds were coming through in the first time. We got Von through quite a few times. I think most of us heard the Von word, didn't we?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be meeting Terry again soon. Going to Skeg Vegas. Church Farm, brilliant place.
Still got that church farm there.
Yeah, oh, it's brilliant. Yeah.
Don't we?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, if you want to go, contact Terry. He may have some tickets.
Yeah.
Where's that one for?
Skegness, September.
Oh, the farm.
Yeah.
Is that one?
Yeah, start my 2-week holiday. Hi, Bloss. Hope you're all right.
I don't know when I'm back. Hi, Bloss.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm also
going
looking at the Four Crosses as well, if anyone's interested.
Yeah, I like that one. I've not been there. But
It's
yeah,
just
Charles wants So Charles wants us to try and repeat it rather.
Repeat it.
Shall we try that first app then? What he used, with
Yeah.
it saying Von all the time. Let's ask it to say Terry Davison.
Yeah.
Because that one was coming out with names. And fish and chips, eh? Yeah, well, that's the start of the holiday, so I don't know where we're going to stay.
The experiment got some good answers from many, including the same words said by more than one person. Yes, it did. Actually, I've wrote quite a few down.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah, you've got the pareidolia. Enjoy your film, Phil. See ya. Cheers.
Bye, Phil.
Bye.
No, he's off.
He's off.
He's off.
He's watching his film.
I didn't put any back on.
So yeah, let's. So shall we try Terry Davison then?
Yeah.
Can you say Terry Davison, please?
Let's try it then.
Come towards the computer area. Use this device. Tell me Terry Davison's name, please.
Just say sing through it then.
What is it?
Stop. Cement. Hey, doesn't it?
Could you say the name that we've asked for then, Spirit? Please.
How much longer?
Snap.
Can you? We haven't got much longer. So can you please say Terry Davison, please?
I thought it was just going to blurt it straight out then. Smith.
Yeah. Please, can you say Terry?
Very cool.
Can you say it clearly, please? Can you say Terry very clearly?
I'm banging in my house now.
I thought I could
Say it. Me and Phil.
Put the lid.
Can you say goodbye?
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go now. Can you say goodbye?
Thank you for speaking to us, and goodbye.
It's a moth. What are you getting scared for?
Yeah,
Just follow Luke home, please.
Flew into the screen.
God.
I'll go to bed in a minute.
Oh,
All right. Okay.
Hope my house is haunted. Cleared out our house out there, didn't they?
Yeah, we ought to mention that one, didn't we, Luke? Kimberly. So Luke and Kimberly actually featured on one of the episodes of Help My House is Haunted.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Not as good stories to tell, wasn't there?
Yeah, I heard that vibrating noise.
Yeah,
No.
I did. That's why I pulled that away. It was.
Maybe
Well,
it was
that's not.
interfering or something.
I say
I
mine.
can't blame the husband for that one. I had a bang then.
That
Yeah,
was
to bang.
phone
That
down.
was it. Yeah. But yeah, investigating is great, and we just had a great night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
The
quiet.
Interesting. Sorry.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
fun.
The interesting thing about that was it's. I've lost my thought, line of thought then. The interesting thing was it didn't repeat anything that we'd said in between. You know, sort of picking up where they said they can hear it and they repeat it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't doing that while we were listening to it, was it?
No, it's coming out with different things, wasn't it?
Which sort of proves that in a way it doesn't just constantly repeat whatever someone said.
That's right. And it's not coming out with words from your location.
And how many people have we got on here who's witnessed that?
About 10 or more.
Yeah.
People come and go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and that's been done from 3 separate locations, hasn't it? Between 3 of us and then all theirs.
Yeah, that's right. Because I do mediumship, and you can actually do it, you know, between people. I've given people readings by using, well, Bonaz as well. And you can give people readings through Zoom as well. I don't know how it works, but yeah, it's great how you can...
I wouldn't do it me personally, but it's everybody's own choice.
I've given readings in
Only
lessons.
to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I've
in
done it
lessons, yeah.
Yeah.
You've done it in lessons, haven't you? You know.
I think long testing is required on these.
That's right.
Well, that's it. We don't know. Do
You've
we
got
just
to
in
test.
this trial
We
and
don't
error?
We don't know how it works. Well, we know the theory behind it, but we don't know how whatever around us interacts with it.
That's that same goes to all equipment as well. It's
Like
just-
anything.
Yeah, all equipment. Yeah.
It's like guy, the spirit radio. I didn't really like that. I didn't believe in it. Kim loves it, and then was out doing a live in a woods with a couple of friends. We did it live on Facebook, and he had a dog with him. And we asked him, what's on the floor? What's laid on the floor? And it said large dog.
Wow.
That's,
What was that with?
I got excited on that.
That was just with SB7.
Yeah. I was using the S box, and I was at Shepton Mallet Prison, and I was sitting where the prisoner sat, and Victoria Wells was sitting where the visitor sat. And I actually had a conversation and was picking up things about the prisoner. And I picked up full details. I saw in my head, you know, through mediumship, I saw everything and the crime he committed and where it is and everything. And I'm just trying to find it because it's the 1970s. So it's kind of recent, and obviously his relatives are going to be around, as are the victims. But twice on the S box, it came through, I must apologise. And it came through so crystal clear.
Yeah.
it was just unbelievable, you know. And you're not going to get "I must apologise" on the radio twice, are you?
Yeah.
So Mandy likes the spirit box more than apps.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
I do.
the
When
same
you're talking with someone, regardless of distance over WhatsApp Messenger, you still have a connection. Yeah, that's right. Hi, Cliff. Hope you're well.
Hi,
Thanks for
Cliff.
joining us. Oh, Terry, that's so lovely.
Oh, that's yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. And
Well,
yeah,
that new little toy last night, we got a few bits through it, didn't we? But it didn't mean to say it was relevant
that
to it.
looked
I'm just,
that looked interesting. That did. Yeah. But
I've not played with it really yet, but
yeah,
even Wings on their app from Brian Holloway, obviously they're all different, but she's had some brilliant things come through hers. When we were at, she'd have to tell you the name, AJ'd have to say the name. We were at this derelict hall and we had no history or anything on it. And they were just talking to us though we were having a conversation.
is he humming
that.
again?
I did go in agreement, so I don't know if it was me.
I think it might.
I think
But
what
if you're humming, I'm going to throw something at you.
is it's on a phone.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
that's what phases people. But like, if you look like throughout history, like
Yeah,
there has
so
been paranormal activity through phones, like people getting apparent phone calls from the dead, text messages from the dead. Whether or not you believe in that, but it is actually recorded. There's actually a book out there that is dedicated to that research of people getting these weird messages from people that are dead.
that's right. Yeah.
Probably similar to, if you look on Amazon, it'll probably be on there. I've not read it myself. I need to get it because I'm quite interested in that. But
I've had some experiences with my car, and it's my mum. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, you know, I've got my car. Things happen with my car, and you know, it's been going on. It's my mum and dad's old car. Even so much so, I've had reading off Barry John. He says, "Have you taken a photo in your car because your mum should be in the photo if you take it?" And I haven't got a photo, but you know, it shows that maybe she's around the car. You know, is linked the two. And I had an issue with petrol, and my gearbox went as I hit a garage in Doncaster, and the services picked me up. And as I got in the car, from my phone, it was singing, "Wear a mask, wear a mask, wear a mask." I hadn't touched my phone; it's in my back pocket. So then got home and it got a cold. So I ended up getting a cold.
oh my god!
And you know that it's weird, isn't it? You get these warnings.
Yeah.
It's like when we had our investigation in our house before we had My House is Haunted round. We did a live YouTube, and the words was getting through on the EVP, like it is because we heard something. I caught voices on camera.
That was live, wasn't it?
And it was live, and I left a camera in the bedroom and caught a voice on that.
Like a growl. It was like that. Yeah.
And so we did the live investigation on Facebook, and we got the clearest EVP saying it wasn't him.
Yeah.
So obviously we got them guys round because we didn't.
We just took the opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to.
They contacted us and said, "Oh, well, we're wanting people to appear on the show if you got anything." So they looked at our YouTube channel. Said, "Yeah, we could wait with that." They came round, had a look round and stuff. And Chris Fleming, he was part of it then. He came round and was like, "Yeah, it was your granddad." So we did because we bought this house off Kim's uncle. And he was like, "Yeah, your granddad died in the front room, like where we're sat right now." But we didn't know that until we spoke to Chris.
Wow.
Well, my uncle told me.
He didn't tell us till after.
No.
Until we had the voices and stuff. Because he doesn't believe in it, does he?
No.
I can hear chattering in the background.
No, I can hear that.
Unless it's from Von's house.
Oh, my legs.
It's not him.
Yeah. Really? So Terry had to sort of property out then after the binning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've met Chris and Barry. Yeah, I met them at Stage Paracam. Yeah,
Yeah, Barry's all right.
yeah. Barry was bouncing because he got an EVP. He was so
I
happy.
left some oil all over my house though.
Yeah.
Really?
Whatever that was, on the bed and on the settee.
Mm.
Must have been that baby oil or something. I don't know, or holy water. God knows.
I think it's hard when you've been investigating yourself for so long to have other investigators come in and then tell you what's going on and what's this and what's that, which I know the concept of the show, Help My House is Haunted, they're there to help. I just was blinkered when the opportunity first came up. I was just like,
Yay!
yeah, on TV, I'll do it. And then, yeah, as soon as they came round, I had cold feet. I was like, and then when they were showing us all the stuff they got, I think they expected us to be like, wow. But we were kind of just like, yeah, okay.
Thanks for that.
So it's one of those things, isn't it? But don't get me started on TV and
it was great watch because basically it was down to you dabbling with Ouija boards in the loft, wasn't it?
It's our fault. Yeah.
The Ouija board got the blame, I think.
Is it still happening then?
The cookbooks on the shelf in there was portals as well.
Yeah. We've got a Gordon Ramsay cookbook up there. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's very far-fetched, but it's TV, you know. That's what TV is about. You have to make it dramatic.
Yeah.
You know.
We only ever got it when Kim was going through kidney stones, and there was a car on fire on the front, and that was the only time we ever got something.
Which could have been my granddad just giving us a little, you know, heads up. I think my granddad, like when I go to a medium, he's the first one that comes through. Like, that's what he said. So, and I never actually met him in person. He actually died. I don't know if he died when, I think it was just after I was born, and then he passed away. So I never knew him as like. Yeah. I only know him from what I've heard. And he always comes through. So I do believe if anyone's going to be here, it would be him. But I just didn't believe in the whole there's a vortex in my front room. Because if there was me and him would be loving life here. Because we'd be getting amazing activity every bloody night, and we'd love it. So I don't believe that at all. That was put in for entertainment. But that's how it is. So
there weren't any demons then?
Only Luke.
Oh, okay.
Nah, no demons.
No demons.
We've not experienced demons.
I'm not one for all.
Oh, Terry's got rain. Wow.
That's it, busload. Where do you live, Terry?
Down south, isn't it, somewhere?
Oh.
Quite away from Hinckley. I know that much, so it's quite away from here. Yeah.
And so was I.
Yeah, we were supposed to have rain, and my laptop for work, it said it's raining. No. It keeps telling you the temperature at the bottom of the screen, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the one on mine said we were getting it, but we've not got it.
Yeah, Hertfordshire. Yeah, it's been
it's cloudy.
Down Bilborough Road, it's cloudy.
Yeah, I've got cloudy. That's true, Mandy. Yeah.
Through there.
So yeah, if you went to, do they check the people out though before they go to the house to make sure that they can medically deal with this?
I mean,
I just thought they'd have interviewed them first.
They do, but they they do like you do like a survey and.
Oh right, okay, that's fine then. Yeah.
But there's been some things I personally wouldn't have. Not my episode, but there were other episodes I was hearing about where the person was saying quite crazy things like, my shed's talking to me and is telling me to do horrible things. To me, mental health would come into it. If you was to come to me as an investigator, I think maybe you need to talk to someone. Maybe there's something else going on here. But they went with it and rolled with it. And because it's entertainment, I don't know. I just,
that's
that woman that came to us. She wanted help because she thought she had a haunting in her house and she had loads of health problems and stuff.
Oh, bless you.
But first we said, no, you need to go see your doctor first.
We said it in the night.
That's right.
Yeah, you've got to check out all.
She was saying she had bellyache and
Yeah.
she was getting sweats and things, and I was like, maybe you should just get yourself checked out, make sure there's nothing medical going on. 'cause
Yeah, rule that out first.
doctors, you know.
Didn't ever after that, did we?
No, she didn't. Yeah, she didn't hear anything from her after that.
Yeah.
And so she could have had 101 things wrong with her with
You
symptoms.
just
So
never know, do you? But I went to a doctor and they said, "Oh, it's nothing," and yet I think I've got an attachment. Yeah, I went to a doctor. I feel really tired. I feel whatever, and sort of said, "Oh, it's something," and like, but then I realised it's an attachment.
only one.
Well, at that time, yeah, it was the nasty one. 2 salt baths that cleared it, but yeah, I've got some proper salt. Yeah, what's it? I don't know that thick salt. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Stinks.
Justin, we do need rain.
Yeah, we all need rain. Charles, yeah, 100. I can't imagine that 126 days. We're struggling because we probably haven't had rain since Marchish.
Feels like
Ages.
Yeah, I was going to say about you. That's getting up
Yeah,
to
Terry,
100
that's
odd
it. Rock
days.
salt. You know, it's such an easy phrase, but I just couldn't say it. But yeah, I've got some sort of rock salt and Himalayan rock salt. That's what I've got. Yeah.
Mm.
Doctor, I keep thinking of a pair of curtains. I'll draw them then.
Pull yourself together.
Oh, pull yourself
I
together.
think I got in there just before Justin.
I'll just get drawing. But yeah, but thanks everyone for watching. Yeah.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Anyone new for a rain dance? Yeah.
Oh,
We ought to,
yeah.
didn't we?
Love one.
I love hot weather, but it is taking Mickey a bit.
No.
Isn't it?
No, I don't like the hot weather.
So Yvonne wins.
Oh, there you go. I got in there first. That's what you ought to do. We ought to do a quiz one night.
All right. Yeah, could do. Yeah, if you want. Sort it out on Sunday. I've spoken to Alex Batuso, and I'll be speaking to her very soon.
Oh, shit.
So she's from the US. Cool lady. She's just been a speaker at Paracon out there. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, so we'll be speaking to her. Oh God.
Stop rubbing it in, Terry.
Sunday. Oh wow. Okay, but oh no, that's not fair. Oh, but cheers. Hope everyone's all right. And yeah, we thought we didn't really know which way it would go, but yeah, we got the apps out and just saw
Were you on that one Monday?
what was happening. So look after yourselves. Here we go. Cliff. A priest used to visit the asylum, and entering many patients would curse him after he had done his visit. On the way out, some of the patients that had cursed him earlier said, "Thank you, Father, for calling." Cool.
Is that a joke or?
Right, let's
Bonjour. Anyway,
Bonjour, monsieur.
good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves.
Thank you.
Bye for now. Thanks for
Bye.
joining.
See you.
Yeah.
Bye.